Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and this is a breakdown of the new May the 4th trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney+. We get our first partial looks at Darth Vader in this series and lots of Aurebesh to translate. So let's go through this frame by frame. Let's go.
They're coming.
We start off by hearing part of the instrumentation of Duel of the Fates. But the melody has been adjusted somewhat. John Williams is actually returning to contribute a new theme for the series, but most of the music is being composed by Natalie Holt, who did an amazing job with the music of Loki, and an even better job egging Simon Cowell to protest how reality TV was ruining the music industry. True facts, look it up. And good for you, Natalie. A shuttle descends to the new planet on this series, Daiyu, described as a Hong Kong-like setting. The Inquisitor, named the fifth brother, Sung Kang, leads a squad of stormtroopers into this market, where in the last trailer I translated all the signs to things like market and Gungan snacks and milk. Actually, there's another shot from this location where it looks like it's Haas Market. On to the next clip.
Stay hidden, or we will not survive.
Here, the Grand Inquisitor, Rupert Friend, leads the fifth brother, and Reva, the second sister, played by Moses Ingram, who did an amazing job in the tragedy of Macbeth. They're walking down the street of Mos Eisley on Tatooine, and I love how they just park their shuttle in the middle of the goddamn street instead of a nearby spaceport, because hey, they are Inquisitors. They can do whatever the hell they want. All Inquisitors were former Jedi or Force-sensitive recruits, and the Grand Inquisitor is actually confirmed to be one of those Jedi Temple guards during the trials of Ahsoka Tano and Barrick in Clone Wars that led to Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order. So this guy was a direct witness to how full of crap the Jedi Order is. Rebels Season 1 shows the Grand Inquisitor at his most dastardly, using the corpse of Barrick former master, Luminara Unduli, to set a trap for Kanan and Ezra. This series may actually show the moment he captures and tortures her. I mean, I would hate to see that, but it'd be cool to see a Luminara cameo, but just for a bad reason. Then we see another shot of Obi-Wan gazing out at the Lars homestead with 10-year-old Luke Skywalker, played by Grant Feely, wearing a pod racer helmet as he dreams of being a pilot, and one day killing hundreds of thousands of imps in a single shot. On to the next clip.
Leave us alone.
When the time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father?
So Joule Edgerton, as Uncle Owen Lars, tells Obi-Wan to back off. Now, there are actually several moments from the comics in which Obi-Wan helped or rescued young Luke and Owen. Actually, right around when this series is set, Obi-Wan will save Owen from the Wookiee Black Chrysanthemum, whom we just saw on the Book of Boba Fett. And that incident was how BK got that lightsaber burn scar over his eye. So who knows? We could even see that backstory adapted here on this show. Either way, Obi-Wan has not been leaving them alone, nor will he stop. I gotta share with you a couple of my pet peeves. People on their phones during a movie theater, a streaming service buffering during an important scene, and soggy socks. Everybody hates soggy socks. To banish soggy socks forever, wear some slick, comfortable Vessi shoes. Thanks to Vessi for sponsoring this video. Vessis are the perfect everyday shoe. They're sustainably made knit sneakers that are 100% waterproof. They're made with this Dymatex material that's just super easy to clean with just a rinse of water.
Oh no! I spilled water all over my feetsy weetsies, but my oinky oinkies are bone dry like the Dune Sea. Thanks, Vessi.
If you're experiencing wet or muddy spring weather right now, Vessis can help you. Slay the soggy socks forever! Vessis are my go-to shoes by my door. Check them out in the link below for a pair of your own Vessi shoes. Obi-Wan is pushing for Luke to be trained, perhaps wary that Luke's force sensitivity is bound to be detected on some Sith holocron, and Luke will need to defend himself against Inquisitors who come to find him. Owen really has the best response. Motherfucker, your lesson plan produced the galaxy's worst war criminal. Hard pass. And we just gotta point out that maybe it's luck or because of these movies that the show now gets to have Ewan McGregor and Joule Edgerton, two of like the best working actors, acting off each other in a Star Wars thing. Both of them doing such a good job, making it so natural, but also evoking the tonality of the actors in the 77 film. I'm just so excited to see these two share a screen again. Let's move on.
You still want Kenobi. He's gone.
Maybe you've been looking in the wrong places.
So Reva walks across the deck of this Fortress Inquisitorius, the partially underwater base of the Inquisitors on the ocean world of Nur, actually relocated here after leaving Coruscant, now really a secret base, and of course the major location of the Jedi Fallen Order game. This remains the base of operation for the Inquisitors as they do the bidding for Darth Vader to hunt down every Jedi runaway after Order 66 and every Force-sensitive kid. Hanging overhead Reva are some TIE fighters ready to deploy, and Reva joins the fifth brother, as well as Indira Varma as that Imperial officer. Her badge actually makes her a colonel. And then on the far left, I think that might be Simone Kessel playing another Inquisitor, kind of looks like the seventh sister, who in Star Wars Rebels accompanies the fifth brother in that whole Malachor storyline with Maul. Now, on their table, they reviewed this planet, and if you zoom in and enhance, you can actually see some Aurebesh there, which translates this planet to Mapuzo, which is actually an obscure planet in Star Wars canon from the Mid-Rim, coming from the Alliance intelligence reports of the 1995 Star Wars role-playing game, which was the location of the Mapuzo break-in, where a Rhodian bounty hunter named Vadon Lenator was believed to have been a part of that break-in. That's all we really know about Mapuzo, but I love that they're pulling actual planet names from Star Wars lore and making them important now. Now behind them are some red shelves that look like lightsabers. I assume ones recovered from the Jedi that they have hunted, which reminds us a lot of the way Grievous would collect lightsabers from Jedi that he had disarmed or killed. So creepy that they put them on display like this. Then Obi-Wan riding as Eope in the desert, then a shot of these pods blasting away from the Fortress Inquisitorius and up out of the atmosphere of Nur. Could these be runaway Jedi prisoners finally escaping the fortress? And then Reva looks out at the planet of Daiyu. On her left is a neon sign translating to milk. And then in blue in the distance, that actually translates to Jawa's market. And over there, there's a shootout happening, presumably the same one that Obi-Wan is involved with against some of the bounty hunters. Next clip.
I want every lowlife and bounty hunter to squeeze him. You can't run, Obi-Wan! You can't escape him!
Okay, a transmission arrives showing Obi-Wan's file photo from the Jedi archives, I assume, around the era of Revenge of the Sith. The Aurebesh translates to transmitting, then wanted Obi-Wan Kenobi, offenses, high treason, bounty upon capture. And if Jedi mugshots like this pop up on the show, really think this could be how we see other quick cameos of a number of runaway Jedi, like Yoda, Ahsoka Tano, Cal Kestis, Caleb Doom, Luminar Unduli, a mysterious floating egg cradle that none of the Jedi opened in the temple. So Reva wants to send some bounty hunters after Obi-Wan, and there's a quick shot of this Loam droid. I think this might be Forloam, the droid bounty hunter who showed up in Empire Strikes Back, along with Boba Fett and Bossk as part of that crew that Vader recruited to find Han Solo. Kenobi tussles with the horned Zabrak in a real fun sweater, and then a shot of Reva in the fortress, lightsaber drawn, as she's flanked by Purge troopers. These are also from Fallen Order. Obi-Wan then takes down some stormtroopers while an Imperial probe droid is wrecked behind him, and he fires a blaster, so uncivilized. He cannot use a lightsaber. That would out him as a Jedi. Then that droid labeled Ned takes a blast while it looks like he and a stormtrooper might be getting force pulled. And then a shot of Kumail Nanjiani's character. So he is not voicing a droid, he is playing a live action character, and he looks terrified. I am guessing he is a runaway Jedi who might come into contact with Obi-Wan. We're gonna get a new adorable droid model with some mouse ears, and then the shot of Reva screaming after Obi-Wan, warning him that Vader will find him. And we actually see this badass in the next section. Ooh, man. So Vader's robotic arm gets twisted onto the stump where you can actually see his skin looking burnt and pale. And then a shot of Vader's midsection as his breathing apparatus gets plugged in. And yeah, my dudes, these are prods actually jabbing into his abdomen, connecting with his lungs. It's incredibly painful. Kind of like the needles that are in his helmet that fuse into his brain. It helps feed his rage, making him a more powerful Sith and making him one with the suit, more machine than man. And in addition to that iconic puff of Vader's breath, I love that they include that high frequency whistle that we heard when the mask was first lowered onto his face in Revenge of the Sith. And yeah, the final title melody evokes the Imperial March. But unlike the last trailer, which formed the Disney Plus logo with Obi-Wan's blue lightsaber, this one cuts it with red. Now, a reminder that every week, Tom and Bechtold and I break down the biggest Star Wars news on WookieLeaks, so join us next week as we're gonna talk about this trailer in even greater depth. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars, and subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching, bye.